everyone, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, I am Shanee, and if you have come across this channel for the very first time, we talk about all things fragrance, niche designer, and some affordable fragrances. If that is something that interests you, consider hitting the subscribe button down below. And if you're already a subscriber, don't forget to hit the notification bell that is right next to the subscribe button so that every time I upload a new video to this channel, you won't miss out. For today's video, guys, we are going to talk about some of the fragrances that are in my collection that I consider to be in heavy rotation. This means that I just use these particular fragrances on a normal basis. I wouldn't call them particularly signature scents. To me, these are considered ones that I reach for at any moment's notice. So I have about 6 here that I'm going to share with you guys that I use on a consistent basis, day, night, evening, especially because we're in the house for quarantine. I pick these up on a regular basis. Some of them you can see that I put a huge dent in. Some of them look like I haven't used them as much, but definitely they have been used on a consistent basis. So let's just jump right in. The first one that you all know, I use this on a consistent basis, summer, spring, fall, winter, whatever, because I'm in the house most of the time anyway, like everyone else. I am using signature scents that, well, some of these are signature scents for me, not all of them, so let me not say that. These are the ones that I use just on a consistent basis. I can put them on anytime and know that they'll work for me. The first one, as you can see, I always talk about. This is Coco Mademoiselle. I have a huge dent in this one. This is the 3.4 fluid ounce one. I received this or bought this from Sephora maybe about last year. So as you can see, I use this all the time. This one to me has always been a signature scent. This is not the video for signature scents, but I use this one in heavy rotation within my collection. It does have the orange in it, the patchouli, the rose. To me, it is kind of warm. Some people say it's a warm scent. I get floral, I get warm, yes, but to me, it's an everyday scent, anytime scent. So when I did see it a long time ago, it considered it a warm floral. So I guess you can say that it is a warm floral. It is classy, it's elegant, it's definitely, I guess you can say it's a warm floral. Yes, okay. So it is a floral in my opinion, but it doesn't overdo. A lot of people do say that it is overpowering. I only have the original one. I don't have the intense version. There are a lot of different flankers that have come out from Coco Mademoiselle. There is a lighter version of this, a toilette version I think as well. And if you want something heavier, an intense version as well as this. This is, in my opinion, it's always going to be in my collection. It makes me feel good. I know that it works, it projects. I know that this is something I can pick up and it'll always work for me. So that's Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. The next one I'm going to tell you guys, I just realized, and maybe I don't know, I know what happened when I bought this particular fragrance. This is Maison France's Kurkdjian. This is Baccarat Rouge 540. When I bought this particular fragrance, I didn't pay $300 for this. I just noticed that this fragrance is $300. When I bought this particular fragrance, Neiman Marcus was going out of business at that particular time. I'm not sure if they were, so it was like $150. I just noticed that this bottle is $300, and I'm telling you, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, I need to slow down because I don't need to be purchasing this anytime soon. Yes, there are particular fragrances in my collection that cost a little bit more, but I didn't know, I didn't pay that much, but I didn't know that this was that much. So this is definitely, like I was saying, it was in heavy rotation. One, because I spray this and I don't have to spray a lot of it, but I use it a lot. And as you can see, I haven't really used that much of it. This fragrance is all the hype in the fragrance community on YouTube. A lot of people have it. And so you will smell, you might not smell anyone that smells like this, but then you might. It depends where you are, where you live, the area. If you're in an area more of like an influencer state, like, you know, Atlanta or Georgia, well, that's the same thing, but you get what I'm saying, like California, things like that, where it's predominant. So if you're in, you know, a state that doesn't have a lot of people that smell fragrances, nobody will smell like you. In the area that I live in, a lot of people don't really smell too many fragrances, so I'm okay with wearing this one. My girl, Kiko Beauty, she said the exact same thing, and I totally agree with her. This smells like a sexy band-aid. It sounds weird, but I'm telling you, it has that medicinal sexy scent. Like, I'm not sure, but it only has the notes of it's like 3 main notes that work within this fragrance. I love it as well. It is very unique. It's very kind of sort of like, it's a light, bouncy, sugary scent. So if you think about that, it's very light, sugary. Like I said before, It's very unique. You can't really put your finger on it. It is different, but you might smell people that smell like it. So for me personally, there's kind of like let me spray it just a little bit on my skin. Now, one thing I will say, you have to spray it on the skin, because when I sprayed this on the card, yes, it did linger for long periods of time, but it does smell different, as I always say, with your chemistry. So it does have that kind of, like I said, it does have that bouncy sugariness to it, but it does have that airiness and that lightness and softness that I do enjoy with a fragrance I use consistently on a daily basis. Okay, so that is Baccarat Rouge 540. A lot of people have that fragrance. So let's go into the next one. This one is very new to my collection. You've seen previous videos on it within my luxury video. This is Louis Vuitton's what is it? Attrape-Rêves. Sorry, I forgot about it. So forgot the name of it. This one, to me, it is so good, guys. The lychee in it, the bergamot in it, the peony. I know it has cocoa flower, rose, of course, rose, and then patchouli as well. I spray this on a consistent basis. It doesn't go anywhere, but I have to slow down on it because it did cost a pretty penny. But I love wearing this fragrance, guys. I love the fruitiness and the opening of it. Which is basically the lychee within the opening, so that's the fruitiness I get off the bat in the opening of it. The longevity of this is amazing. I spray this in the day. People can smell me around the house. The projection, the sillage is amazing. It's light, fruity, sexy. I love it. I'm sorry. I don't know where I've been, but I've been using this fragrance all the time since I purchased it. It is a pretty penny, but I believe that it is worth every cent. To me, this is just a stunning scent. It's a stunning rose scent that has a little bit of fruit in the opening, but definitely gives it that fruity floralness to it. I love it. This is something. And then also, let's see, this magnetic cap is just everything. So I definitely like this fragrance. It's always in my rotation since I've gotten it. I haven't put it down. So definitely I would say look this up. Go smell it in the stores, at the boutique. Yes, this one from Louis Vuitton is good. The next one I want to share with you guys, I would say it's in heavy rotation only for the fact that because during this quarantine and weekends and things like that, I'm around my significant other a lot, and he particularly loves this fragrance. So every time I'm with them, I usually put it on. So this is kind of like my signature scent that he says I always smell like, but that's because when I'm always around him, I smell like it. But this is Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy. I'm telling you guys, it is sweet. That is one thing that a lot of women have said, like, this is uber sweet. It's so sweet, but men typically like sweeter scents. But this has the marshmallow in it as well, has the neroli, it has the orange blossom. I think this is really good. I only spray it when I'm around him because it can get, if you overspray, very sickening because of that marshmallow and the orange blossom in it. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it is definitely sweet, but you will get compliments from men. Women too as well. I wear this typically night out, date night, restaurants, higher class restaurants, things like that. I wear it outside. I can't be inside unless like we're going to bed or something like that, then I'll put it on. But that's particularly why this is in heavy rotation, only because I'm around him so much. So he likes this particular fragrance on me. So I just take, anytime we're together, I take it, I bring it, I spray it, whatever. Just so he'd be quiet, I'll spray it. So this is a really good scent. If you like those uber sweet classic scents that, you know, have, this is a pretty penny, so it is expensive. I will not lie to you guys. You can find it at Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom's, at the Kilian website as well. But I think this is a good fragrance. If your man likes sweet fragrances and you want something, you know, just to wear to bed and things like that, cuddling season, then I would definitely say the Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian. So this is a good one, signature scent for me, for him, basically. The next one I have, which you probably saw a review on as well, and I've been wearing it all the time at night, and I'm kind of super, I love this scent, and I'm kind of looking at it now like, wow, I've used a lot of it, and I was kind of skeptical about getting the 3.4 ounce of this, and this is YSL's Mon Paris Intensement. I love it. I always say, and if you saw in the other video that I posted about this black currant, I love. I did not know I could like black currant this much. And guys, let me tell you something. So I noticed in this fragrance, this has pear in it. And if you watch the video where I mentioned not liking La Belle by Jean-Paul Gaultier, for some reason, I can't, this one and the next fragrance, I can't really smell the pear. as much as I can in those fragrances, and it doesn't, maybe because this one has like raspberry, it has patchouli, it has musk, it has benzoin, it does have vanilla as well, which I feel like La Belle, the pear was just too predominant in, and it gave me an initial headache, and I didn't like it. As soon as I smelled it, just like you saw in the review, my decanter review, as soon as I smelled it, I was just like, I can't. But with this one, the black currant is the one that is the forefront for this fragrance. All I get is black currant. To me, this is nighttime. I spray this all the time before I go to bed. I have not worn it out at nighttime yet, but for me, this has been a bedtime scent. As soon as I take a shower and get into bed, I douse myself in this, and in the morning I smell just like it. To me, this is a more sensual version of the original Mon Paris. That one to me was a little bit more floral. It didn't have too much of the fruit, the juiciness, but also the warmness of the musk and the vanilla. I love this. It does have the tartness in it a little bit. So this is like a tarty, warm, juicy fragrance. All of that in this as well. It doesn't bother me as well. The pear in this doesn't bother me in this particular fragrance, but I do get the black currant. This is in heavy rotation because I wear it every night. And I say every night. If I'm not wearing this by itself, I'll spray it up top maybe and wear something else down bottom, who knows. But I wear this on a consistent basis at night. This is good. This is Mon Paris Intensement by YSL. So it has the darker bottle. The other one is kind of like a more pinkier version. This one to me is like a more ruby purpley version of it. So more of a berry color. So I like it. Lastly, this is one that I haven't heard anyone speak about. And this one to me is totally a little bit different than the rest of these, kind of, sort of. Just listen out. This one I don't have a full bottle of, and I actually need to get it, but the reason why I haven't got a full bottle of is, which I'll tell you now. This one I have is the Seven Virtues, and this is Vanilla Woods. So I got this a while ago at Sephora because they didn't actually at that time have the bottle. They ran out of it, and I was just sampling it, so I just got this. This one, the reason why I actually wear it now was because I initially bought it as an airport scent. Just follow me. When I get on the airport, I do like to smell nice. I just like to wear fragrance anyway, but I needed a calming fragrance to wear that wouldn't offend anybody. And so this particular fragrance, now that I'm wearing it while we're in quarantine, it's been my best friend. I actually put this behind my ears, and I'll put it on my neck, and I'll put it on my pressure points before every Zoom meeting, because I get anxiety a little bit and I get overwhelmed in the mind. It gives me a calming, a smoothing spirit whenever I'm in situations at work. So now this has moved from an airport scent, which I will still continue to use, to a meeting scent. Now that we're at home, I'm having a lot more meetings for my job, and it kind of overwhelms me a little bit, the day to 9, the 9 to 5 type job. So I have to find something that doesn't overpower me or make me have a headache. So I would definitely throw this on if I'm feeling any type of way. And I don't know if it's just the way it makes me feel, because fragrance is subjective to everyone. Fragrance tells a story to everyone. So this for me is my calming scent. I know that's in this as well. This is pear. So I don't smell the pear, sorry. It's pear, it's rose, and it's praline. Ew, okay, it's praline. So to me, this is, like I said, my airport scent, as I call it, my airport scent. But now it's probably going to be called my meeting scent, because that is absolutely why I wear it. This is not overly rose at all. To me, all I get is vanilla, and that's why I think it's calming, but it does have a balance of the three. But I particularly say this is a vanilla scent. On me, it does act as a vanilla scent. I have seen reviews saying it's not vanilla at all. That just depends on the chemistry of everyone wearing the scent. So I would definitely say, you can take my word for it. Yeah, okay. But fragrance is subjective. Go out and get a sample of it at your Sephora and see how you like it. When you spray it, I initially get the vanilla. Right off the bat, that's just how I get it. It is, to me, a gourmand scent because it does have that burst of vanilla, but then it dries down on me very caramel-like. That's just me. I don't think there's any caramel in here, but maybe that's just how my chemistry turns the particular fragrance. So this is definitely one I recommend going to see about. This is the Seven Virtues, and this is Vanilla Woods. Thank you so much for watching today's video, as I spoke to you about what fragrances in my collection are in heavy rotation that I use on a consistent basis. If you have any fragrances that you consider in heavy rotation in your collection, let me know in the comments section down below. If you like the content I gave to you today, please hit the like button down below as well. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and follow me over on Instagram at The Style of Scent. And until the next video, guys, bye.